Thursday was the first day that candidates could file to run in Montana's 2022 elections, with things kicking off at 8 in the morning at the Secretary of State's office. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison was there at the Capitol, and he tells us there was no shortage of candidates willing to jump in the political fray.
When Secretary of State Christy Jacobson opened the doors at the crack of 8 a.m., first in line to file was State Senator Mike Cuff, a Republican from Eureka in northwest Montana, who's running for re-election this year. But the big race this year in Montana is Congressional District 1 in western Montana, one of two newly minted congressional districts in the state. Two candidates for that seat showed up to file in person on Thursday. Democrat Cora Newman of Bozeman says she's been traveling the district already and talking to voters, and that one issue she'd like to address is affordable housing.
That is probably the top line issue that I hear about from people of all backgrounds, party aside, is struggles with housing prices, and there's a lot we can do about that.
An hour later, Republican Al Olszewski filed. The former state senator from Kalispell is challenging fellow Republican Ryan Zinke in the GOP primary, and says he thinks voters are questioning Zinke's conservative credentials.
Right now in the Republican Party, I beg to differ that he's the favored candidate. He's the favored establishment candidate. I want to vote for limited government and for good Montana conservative policies.
However, Zinke has been endorsed by former President Donald Trump, who appointed Zinke as his first U.S. Interior Secretary. While a trickle of candidates showed up Thursday at the Secretary of State's office to file, most filing is done electronically. By Thursday afternoon, more than 60 legislative candidates had filed to run, and several district judge candidates filed Thursday, including Michelle Levine of Great Falls, who was appointed as district judge by Governor Steve Bullock in 2020, but who lost her job when the Republican-controlled Senate refused to confirm her last year. Levine is challenging Judge David Grubich, who was appointed last year by Republican Governor Greg Gianforte to take the seat she had to vacate. 2022 is what most of us are calling a down election year in Montana, with maybe only one high-profile race in the state. But don't tell that to the candidates who filed Thursday, who are already mixing it up on the campaign trail. At the Capitol, Mike Dennison, MTN News.